Hi guys, my name is Shae, and I own a small business with my sister called Daisy Crochet. Today I'm going to be taking you guys along with me for one day of market prep. It's the day before my market. I have one tomorrow, and I'm going to show you all the products that I made today and kind of the process of me making them. And then I'm also going to show you everything else that I made since my last market, which was 2 weeks ago. And then at the end, I also am going to do some tagging and let you guys know a little bit about how I do my prices and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy crocheting with me in preparation of my market tomorrow. On to the video. Hey guys, so it's currently about 10:20 in the morning and I just had a shower, so excuse my hair, but I have a long day of crocheting to do today. I have a market tomorrow with Fiona. We haven't been to a market since the Pride Festival, which will be 2 weeks ago by tomorrow. Tomorrow's looking a little bit interesting for the market. There's a chance of rain, and we're also relocated into a spot that might get less traffic, but I'm just hoping for the best, and I'm preparing for it to be busy because there is a children's festival happening where we're going, so we'll see how it is. So I'm going to show you guys all the yarn that I got out to make stuff today, and I'm really hoping I can get everything that I want to done, but honestly my expectations are a little bit low because I'm not super fast at crocheting, and some of the projects I've made them before and I know that they take me a while. So I'm going to show you the yarn that I have out to make my stuffies, plushies today, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I have everything laid out on my bed. Over here we have the supplies to make a yellow leggy frog. I've started using this thicker yarn for them and I've been liking the way it looks, so I have a green and a blue in this type, so I'm going to do a yellow. And then I have this velvet red to hopefully make a dinosaur, like the Brontosaurus stegosaurus type. These do take me a while, but I had enough of this yarn, so I'm going to see if I can do it. And then this pink, I'm hoping to get a mini octopus out of it. There's not a lot left, but they don't take up very much yarn, so I think it will be okay. And then this looks like whale colors, but I do already have a whale for this week, so I think I'm going to try and make like a white and blue bee. I saw somebody do this on YouTube yesterday when I was watching YouTube while I was crocheting, and she had like navy and white striped bees and I really liked them, so I think I'm gonna try that out today. And then I have my stuffing bag in a good food bag because we have a 5-pound box of stuffing, so I just keep that in the basement and then bring this up. And my tools. Yesterday I also made an axolotl. I'll go get it. This is the axolotl that I made. I do really like how it turned out, but I did not like following this pattern. I just didn't like it. I mean, I'm really thankful that it was like a free tutorial because I found it on YouTube, but I just did not like the way that the person did the tutorial. So I would probably have to watch it again to make another one because I don't have it memorized yet. So we will see if I can make another one of these before tomorrow. I forgot I also need this pink yarn to do the blush. I just whipped it to do the blush on the bee. Okay, I'm having a hard time deciding what to make first, but I think it's gonna be the leggy frog because I know I want one of these for tomorrow since I already have the 2 other colors. So I'm gonna start out making this, and I think I'm gonna do like a time-lapse sort of thing and then just come on here if I have anything to say for the crocheting part, so I'll get back to you. Also for this yarn, I'm using a 6.5 hook. And I really like using these because it's not like a super thin one, but it's also not the bigger one. Like I use an 8mm for any like fluffier yarn. So I like using these. Okay, I know I said I was gonna do a time lapse now, but I saw on TikTok the other day how to make your foundation chain and the first row of your work at the same time. So I've been doing it for these frogs and I love it. It's so satisfying to do and it saves me a lot of time. I can try and link that TikTok in the comments, but I don't know if I'm able to do that, so check the description for that if you are interested in making this. I would do a tutorial on it, but I don't want to take credit for someone else's work. So this is what it looks like with the foundation chain and the first row at the same time. And then for the leggy frogs, you actually have to work on the back loops of the chain too. I don't know if that's the right word. So I just go along this part and it's really easy and very time efficient, so I love it. Hey guys, so this is the frog so far. I'm just gonna put in the eyes now. These ones are slightly bigger than the ones with the thin acrylic yarn, but I don't think I'm gonna do any different price for them because they're honestly not that much bigger and they use the same amount of material pretty much. So I sell the leggy frogs for $8 and I think I'm gonna keep these ones also at $8. I also have to make a sign for the display thing that we have these in because in the past, like for the past 2 markets, I tagged them all and that's just a waste of tags because they're all in the same basket and they all cost the same price. So here's it with the eyes, and then I'll probably do the mouth now too. For the leggy frogs that I made in the past with the thinner yarn, I have always done like a bigger smile on them because my sister also sells these and she does the smaller, like closer up to the eyes smile. But since these are made with a different kind of yarn, I've been doing the smaller smile on them just because I found it looked a little weird with the bigger smile on this type of yarn. Just attaching the smile now. This is what it looks like, and then I'm just gonna tie it on there and keep going. I want to change the camera angle so that you guys can see like me actually crocheting, but I don't really know if that's gonna work out. I do sit on my bed, so it might be a little awkward to like, I don't know, look at, but I think I'm just gonna finish the frog first and then I'll try it out for my next project. So I'm wondering, like, do other people like need to watch something while they crochet, or can you just sit there and crochet? Because I cannot just like sit here and crochet for the most part. I almost always have some sort of video or like show on my laptop while I crochet because I just get too bored and like I can do it at this point without looking at it all the time, you know? So I need shows to watch because I don't really like watching new things. Like I mostly just rewatch old things that I've liked, but I really have nothing like on Netflix or anything right now that I'm interested in watching, and I've just been really into YouTube lately. Specifically, while I'm crocheting, I like watching other people crochet or go to markets or, you know, any crochet related content because I find it motivational while I'm doing this, and also entertaining. And I really like the longer videos that people do, so I think I might try that out. Maybe this video if it's long, I don't know, but I like something that I can watch for a long time. So right now I'm watching Raining Charms. I've never watched her before, but I'm liking her video so far. It's about going to 2 craft fairs in 1 week. And then I really like watching Crochet by Jenna. I think that's what it's called. Like, I watch all her videos. I love it so much. And then I've also been watching this other girl. I don't remember what her name is. I really like watching her too, and she makes a lot of, you know, come to the market with me videos, which I like. Okay, I'm gonna finish off this frog now and then get back to you. Okay, this girl that I'm watching just made the triceratops pattern that I make. with red velvet, like the exact same thing I just showed you. It's really small, but like I'm really tempted to make some with velvet yarn because I've only ever used like the fluffier, thicker yarn, and I do not have any more that I can actually use to make them because I don't have enough of anything. I haven't bought yarn since last summer or maybe the winter because we had winter markets, because I had so much yarn I didn't know what to do with it. Like I had so much, but now I have none. So I'm definitely gonna go shopping next week because it's my first week of summer. I just finished high school yesterday, so I'm gonna probably like bring you guys along and like show you what I buy, so I'm really excited for that. But anyways, not the point. The point is that I want to make some triceratops with velvet yarn, even though I know they'll be smaller and I'll probably have to sell them for less, because I think I have like 5 or 6 triceratops for this market, but I just want a few more. Like they're my favorite, I love them so much, and I really like doing the pattern. So I do not have time to do that today. Clearly I have a lot more to do, but if I do have extra time, I might try that out. Okay guys, it's 11 now, and I just finished my yellow leggy frog. It's kind of giving chicken nugget color, like those chicken nuggets that people make, but I think it's a little more of a brighter yellow in person. I really like it, and that's one thing off my list. I don't know what to make next. I think I'm gonna do the blue and white bee. So this pattern for the bee is Fiona's. So if you want to see a video on that, let me know, because even though it's her pattern, I usually am the one that makes it. So I'd probably be the one to make the tutorial on it, but just let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Okay, I lowered the angle, so now it looks really weird. You can see my leg and my mess, but hopefully you'll be able to see me crocheting a little better. I might even zoom in a bit when I'm editing, so that you can see a little more of what I'm doing. Okay guys, it's now 11:30 I think, and my bee is coming along nicely. I think I'm gonna do the eyes in the blush now while it's still kind of smaller, and then I'm gonna finish it up. Okay, eyes and blush are attached now. It's kind of hard to see the eyes on this dark color, but I promise you can see them in real life. Now I'm just gonna finish crocheting the butt. Okay guys, it's almost 12 o'clock and we have a wingless bee done. I'm gonna make the wings now, even though I really don't want to, because I feel like this is like a common thing for people who make bees. Like no one likes making the wings and they all leave it to the last minute. I usually just do them right after I finish making the bee, because the more that I have to do, that would just like be too overwhelming for me, because I just really don't like making the wings, but that's okay. So I'm gonna make these wings now and attach them, and then I'm gonna move on to the next project. I feel like that took me forever, but here's the final product of my bee. I really love this. I think it's really cute, and it's exactly how I pictured it to come out. So I am interested to see how this guy sells tomorrow. So there's a chance I might have to do a little brief break with the vlogging this kind of thing, because my sister has to make a YouTube video for this week, and this one is actually not for this week. I am gonna maybe give her a turn with our ring light, and I might film, but it will be worse quality. And then I'm also gonna go grab some lunch because I'm starving, and I'll see you when I'm making my next project. Okay guys, it's now about 12:20. I'm gonna make an octopus with this pink really quick. It shouldn't take me very long. and I just went and got my lunch out of the freezer. It's one of those Uncrustable things. We've never had those in Canada before, and they just came to Costco. I don't know why they're frozen, but they're really good. So I just got that in the freezer, but it takes like half an hour or like an hour to thaw. You don't care, but yeah, so that was not a very long break between my last clip, but I told my sister to come get this whenever she needs it, so at some point the angle and the lighting and stuff will probably change, but for now it'll stay like this. It's been about 10 minutes and now I'm just going to attach the eyes and then sew up the bottom. And if you're wondering, this pattern is also made by my sister. I am not like a pattern maker like she is, like I'm jealous of that. But I do have a few patterns, like my freezy holder pattern on here, and I will be making more videos of my other patterns in the future. But there's a chance that this is the video that she's filming today, the tutorial on how to make these. Okay, eyes are attached, so now I'm gonna sew this up and stuff it, and then I guess I'll move on to my last project that I had planned today. The red dinosaur that I saved till last because I'm dreading it because they take me forever. I really want that on my table this week, so I'm hoping to be able to muster that out. I don't know if that's the right word. And then as well, I just wanted to mention that the frog pattern and this dinosaur pattern, anything else I make in this video, all the patterns will be linked down below. So make sure to go check that out if you want to make any of these. I think I'm going to give you guys a little tour of everything that I've made for this market. I have a lot more stuff in my basement, but that's the stuff that did not sell at our past markets. So I have a lot of things down there in addition to plushies, like my scrunchies, my freezy holders, my face scrubbies, dishcloths, and then Fiona has things like bookmarks and stuff too. And then everything that I have in here is not including my sister's stuff, obviously, and then not including any of the other things that I have downstairs. Also, probably in this video at some point, I'll be going and organizing my stock and pricing all of this stuff that I made over the past couple weeks, because sometimes I leave that till the last minute and that is not good. So stay tuned for all of that. Oh my gosh, guys, this twisty yarn always separates when I'm trying to sew these up, and it makes it so much harder because I have to make sure all the colors go through all the knots and everything like that. Okay guys, mini octopus is done now, and now I'm gonna grab my stock and show you guys so that I can have a little bit of a break because my hand is shaking and I just need to stand up for a bit, so I'm gonna show you my stock. Okay guys, so this is all my stuff. Let me like organize this and then I'll actually show you everything I have. Here's it all somewhat organized, but now I'm just gonna show you with my back camera. Okay, so first thing we have is this whale. This is one of my most expensive items I have this week, just because I don't have enough yarn to make anything super big. But yeah, I managed to get that guy. And then we have the leggy frogs. I have a good amount of these, and then my sister also has them, which is good because these completely sold out at our last market. And then I did realize that these newer ones that I made are quite a bit bigger, so I might have to charge a little bit more for those, but we'll see. Moving on, I have my octopuses and my bees there. I have a pink one, a blue one, and a yellow. My triceratopses, scrunchies. I didn't actually make all of these, I just made these two, but I had these up here for my scrunchie tutorial. And then 2 chickies. I made chicks in the past, but these ones are actually with a new pattern because these ones are no-sew and they take me a lot less time. So I'll link the new pattern for these down below. I literally only have this shoebox up here right now to put all of this stuff in, so I know it's not gonna fit, but it's okay. I already showed this earlier, but I forgot to mention this in my little stock thing, so I also have this axolotl. It's time to start my red dinosaur. I really don't want to make this, to be quite honest, but I am going to. Okay guys, 1 foot is done. Okay, 2nd foot done. 3 are done. Finally got all 4 of these done. This is my least favorite part of doing any project that has like legs or fins or tails or wings or anything. I don't like making them. I just like making like a bigger thing that isn't so teeny tiny. But it's over now and I am about to start on the tail actually, because I've found that making the tail before the body is a lot easier, even though the tutorial is not in this order, because you would end up needing to either cut off your yarn or having 2 balls of yarn, because you have to attach the tail while you're still making the body. So I'm gonna make the tail now and then start on the body. Okay guys, I just finished the tail, but I haven't cut it off yet because I leave a very long strand of yarn for the tail so that I can use the same piece to tie it on to the dinosaur and also sew up the dinosaur's back. If you haven't done this pattern, it might be a little bit confusing for me to say that, but I promise this is the most convenient way I found to do it. So, long tail on the tail. Time to start the body now, although I might go eat lunch first because I'm starving. Hey guys, it's now 1:30. I just ate lunch and I'm gonna get back to crocheting now, but unfortunately Fiona took our ring light, so the quality is gonna be bad. Hey guys, it's now 2 o'clock. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. My mom's on a phone call downstairs and there's a lawnmower really loud outside. But this is the progress on my dinosaur so far. This is obviously the bottom, but I have to do 6 rows of just 1 chain or 1 stitch in each chain now, and I'm on row 3. So this is the progress so far, and I'll come back to you when I have a little bit more of it done. Sorry if you can hear background noise again, but got the ring light back. Fiona filmed a video just now. I think it's actually going up today. It's apparently going to be what she restocked for this upcoming market. Should be a really good video. Make sure to go check it out. This is the progress. I feel like I'm starting the last row, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell like where I started. I think I'm on row 6, so once I'm done this, I think I have to attach the tail and then start on the head and stuff, so I'm in pretty good shape. It's only about 2:15. I'll show you guys when I get some more progress done on this dinosaur. I've been watching this girl, Cameron's Cute Creations. She's very enthusiastic and positive, and I'm like literally making this video while I'm watching her. I'm like, wow, this is how I talk on camera. Not like her, but good for her. I like her, and her videos are like long, so it's nice to watch that while I'm doing this, because then I don't have to be searching for something to watch every 10 minutes and I can just keep working. Hey guys, the ring light is off for a minute because it was like hurting my eyes, and it doesn't look that different without it, so I'm just sewing on the tail right now. It's taking kind of forever because of the long piece of yarn that I left on it, but I know that it will be worth it. once I'm stuffing the body. So I've just started doing that now. I'll let you know when I move on from this. I finally got the tail attached. Now I'm just continuing on the body, and then I think that the next row after the one I'm doing right now is the one that I start at the neck. I'm so mad right now. Okay, I put the tail on the wrong side, and like they're not even. Like the back part is like supposed to be like big like this, and this part is like smaller for the head. Honestly, I'm gonna try and make it work. I'm just gonna kind of go away from the pattern for a bit and single up to the front of the head, and then I'm gonna try and do the neck up here. Okay, the light's back on now. I'm gonna start stuffing it. I separated the head and the body. I don't know how it's gonna end up looking, to be honest, because it's clearly not supposed to be like this, but we will see, and I'm hoping for the best. I'll show you, like once I attach it on the inside, the tail, then I just use my hook to like pull it out here, and then I'm gonna use it to stitch up the back. So I'm gonna keep stuffing this. I might need to go get some more stuffing. I'm running very low. And then I'm gonna keep doing the rows for the head, or the neck. I think it's just the same thing over and over again until it's as long as you want it to be. And then I'm going to stuff that, do the head, and then this will finally be done. Does anyone else lose like their needle or their hook or anything like that, like almost every time that they make something? Because I've lost my needle and I don't know where it is now. So got a new one out, and hopefully I'll find that later. I've literally woken up, like, because I usually crochet in my bed, I've literally woken up in the middle of the night and had like a safety eye stabbing me, or like a needle or something like this, like touching it, and it's so bad. I have to like get better at making sure it's all put away. So that was me stitching up the back. It definitely would look better if I had done it correctly on the right side, but I think it's all right. So I'm just gonna add more stuffing because I noticed it was a little bit understuffed, the feet and stuff, when I was sewing that up. So doing that now while I still have the hole for the head. This is all the stuffing I have left, so I'm probably gonna have to go get more before I finish this project. This is the progress on my dinosaur. I'm just doing the head now. I'm supposed to be attaching the eyes, but I kind of have been forgetting to put stuffing in here, so I'm just gonna stuff it first. I have to go start bringing stuff upstairs for tomorrow because it's all down there. I might grab my tags while I'm down there, so I can do some tagging, because I have a ton of things in here that don't have tags, and last time I went to a market, I just did it while I was there. Typically, the market that I go to is pretty busy right off the bat. There's a lot of people that like to come early, so probably not ideal for me to be tagging stuff while they're there. I'm gonna try and get that done tonight. Once I'm done, this dinosaur, so I just stuffed the neck. This one's like a little bit bigger than some of the ones I made in the past because it's using like a thicker kind of velvet yarn. For some reason, some of the velvet I buy is thinner than others, but this one's a thicker one. And I do really like the color. I think it's cute. So it says I'm supposed to attach the eyes now, but I think I'm going to do another row before I do that, just because I don't know if I want them up a little bit higher. So I'm going to do that now. Eyes are on. It looks really cute. So now I'm going to finish this up and I'll come back when I'm all done. So I'm just going to quickly sew up the head, finish off this project. I just wanted to like come on here and say I forgot it was Friday today, and all my favorite like YouTubers post on Fridays, and I don't know if anyone actually watches YouTube aside from me, but I love YouTube. I sometimes get bored from watching TV shows and especially movies because I just feel like they're too long I feel like TikTok did that to me. Like, I don't have a very good attention span for that kind of thing anymore. And I also really don't like starting new shows, as I might have mentioned earlier, so I typically watch the same thing over and over again, which is a little bit boring sometimes. So I'm glad it's Friday because I can have some entertainment here from new videos. So I'm almost done sewing this up now. I like to do like a million knots and stuff when I'm doing this kind of thing, just because I want things to be really secure. Typically at this specific market that I go to, it's a lot of kids buying slash getting these stuffed animals. And the younger the kids are, like, a lot of the times they're a little bit rougher with the stuffed animals. You know, it's obviously not gonna like fall apart if you touch it, but they are handmade, and sometimes the things I've seen some kids do with the handmade products is a little bit scary. So I like to make sure they're really secure so that they will have a long life at their new home. I've been selling these for $16, but this one is quite a bit bigger than my whale, which I sell for $15. So I might raise the price on this one. It's my only one this week and he's bigger. So I'll let you know if I do that, if I do end up tagging in this video. I don't have enough yarn to really make any like higher priced things for this market. So my strategy has been to make as many little things as I can, so hopefully it'll add up to be an okay day. For me, it's definitely not all about money. I love doing this. I'd be doing this anyway. It's such a great hobby and like a pastime. But I actually I'm not working right now, other than I work on social media, but I don't have like a part-time job or anything, and I am going to university in the fall. So these markets are really important for me to be able to have fun and make some money. But yeah, I'm hoping once I go buy some more yarn after this market, then I'll be able to make a few bigger things. Usually I don't even really make huge things for markets, other than for like, you know, eye-catching items that will draw people in, because I do not have a Square or like a debit machine or anything like that. I was about to buy one last year, but for some reason it just really bothers me about like the fees that they take off, and I didn't want to raise my prices just for that, so I did not get one. But I do offer e-transfer at markets, and that typically goes over well if someone's like, oh, I don't have cash. But people at this market typically don't bring very much cash with them, so the higher ticket or higher priced items, sometimes people just wouldn't have the cash for. I definitely prefer selling a little smaller, less expensive items at this market and just trying to make as many of them as I can. Okay, I just snipped off the last piece of yarn. This is my finished red dinosaur. I do think that it is pretty cute, even though I had a little mistake here. I don't mind the way that it looks. I think I finished everything I originally wanted to, so that's good. Go me. For now, I think I'm just gonna clean up my stuff quickly and take a break, and then I'm gonna start going to grab stuff for my market and bring it upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna go now, and I will come back when I'm tagging, and I'll talk a little bit about my pricing and just tag with you. I changed my outfit because I was hot, but it's only been like probably 10 minutes. I brought up my tags. These are like leftover from when I remember to take them off of things people bought the other week. But I'm gonna get started tagging everything new that I have, and I'll do a little time lapse of it. hair is a mess. Just like ignore it. I'm just gonna sit here and talk while I do some of these. And I'll talk to you a little bit about my prices and how I come up with them. So for example, let's just start with what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a Triceratops. I sell these for $14, and I mostly base my prices around their size because if I did it for my time, first of all, this is controversial, but to be quite honest, I think if you're an entrepreneur, you should not necessarily be paid an hourly wage because you don't have an hourly wage. Like, nobody's paying you to do this necessarily, you know. You should definitely get paid fairly for your hard work, but the hourly sort of thing, when people do that, it kind of just makes me a little weirded out because first of all, I don't think people would pay the prices if I did that. Good for you if they do. But second, I personally I do this anyway, so I'm totally fine with not calculating the hourly thing for everything. As well, there are certain things that are a lot smaller and take me a lot longer to do, and then there's some things that are bigger and take me a lot less time to do. And I don't know if people would be like, I think they would get confused if, like, say, I don't know, if this took me 2 hours to make. It does not, but and I sold this for, I don't know, 20 bucks, and then this takes me 10 minutes to make, so I sell it for, I don't know, 3. I don't think people would get that because of the size difference. For these are a very quick project for me, so $14 is actually like something I'm really happy with for these, and I think it's also fair. I just tagged a couple bees as well. I sold those for 12. I sold them for 12 last year. They always pretty much sell out. So should I raise the price? Probably, but I feel like if I raise the price of one thing, I kind of have to raise the price of everything that's bigger than it, if you know what I mean. So the Triceratops are bigger than the bees, so that's why I did 14 for these guys. After already having the bees for 12, I did just write 12 down by accident because I said it out loud. But for example, like something like the bees, they probably take me an hour, over an hour to make, even though they're smaller, and just because of like the extra attaching things and, you know, making the wings and everything. So that's an example of like just selling things based off of the size rather than how long they take me, because clearly the bees take me longer and I'm charging less for them, but I'm okay with that. I actually don't have as much stuff to tag as I thought I did, because a lot of the things I made this week were leggy frogs and octopus, and both of those have their own like little display bin. I actually still have to make the sign for the leggy frogs because I think I've already mentioned this. I was tagging them all before, but that's kind of a waste of tags because they're all the same price. So I'm gonna go down and make a sign for that little display thing once I'm done tagging. So the products that I am a little bit like iffy on what I'm gonna sell them for right now are that red dinosaur, because although I have made it before, it's always been smaller and it's quite a bit bigger than the whale for $15. And then also the axolotl. I've never made one of those before, so this is my first time ever selling one or making one, so I'm really not sure what to sell this guy for. There's just a little size comparison here. It's kind of hard because this is with the fluffy yarn. Technically there's a lot less yarn in this, but then you also think like, well, there's less yarn in the ball usually for this because it is thicker. These are kind of about the same size, and this does take more yarn and definitely more time, so I might do probably 14 for this guy. So if I also compare it against my whale, it's a little smaller than the whale. So I think I'm gonna do 14 for the axolotl, and something about doing this for 17 just gives me the ick. I don't know, it's something about odd numbers, so I think I'm just gonna do 16 because I just don't want to do 17 and I feel like 18 is too much. So I only have about 3 more things to tag now, so I'm just gonna finish this up and then I'll get back to you guys when I'm done, and I'm gonna go put these all in my little larger bin than my shoebox for bringing them to the market tomorrow. I just want to show you how I to actually tag things. You may have already seen in the time lapse, but I use a hook and I just put it through a stitch, and then I just attach, you can't see, I just attach the tag with a little slip knot like that. In my YouTube watching today, I noticed that a lot of people make their own tags for crochet, and I thought that was kind of a good idea. The one girl, I think she bought them off of, I don't know, I would assume like Vistaprint or something. Actually, maybe Canva, but they were like $75 for the tags. These are, I think, $3, maybe $2. So not too much of an expense for me, but I would like to try and make some because it would be free. I already have a printer and paper, and you know, I'd probably use cardstock. And then the other girl I was watching, she attaches them with yarn. So if that was like overly time consuming, I probably wouldn't do it. Knowing my printer and computer, it probably would be time consuming because my computer downstairs is pretty much broken and everything takes about 10 minutes per click. So it's not very time efficient. Like, I'm probably gonna spend about half an hour probably just printing off that one tag, the one sign, because it is so slow, but that's okay. Anyways, once these tags run out, I might try and make some of my own because I feel like that'd be very interesting, and then we could have our logo on them. I just finished tagging everything, so now I'm going to go put it in the bin to bring it to the market. Okay, so if the camera's like wonky, but this is the bin I'm putting my stuff in. There's already some things in it, as you can probably see. There's my packaging stuff and a few signs, but there's not really anywhere else to put that kind of thing because it's super like long and skinny and flat. I don't want them to get ruined, so just gonna keep them flat in here, and hopefully I'll have enough space for all my items on top of it. So I think this is all the items that actually need to go in here because a lot of the products that I made, like I already mentioned, are gonna go in their own display containers. They're not just gonna be sitting on the table. A lot of these things will also be in crates and stuff on the table, but the crates hold other things. I'll show you, but like, yeah. So my leggy frogs, my stress balls, my scrunchies, my mini octopuses, all will just go in this, and then I'm gonna bring it downstairs and put them in their little display bins. This is everything all organized, and now it's time to go organize it downstairs. Okay, the lighting's a bit different down here, but this is what I mean about the crates being full. I love using the wooden crates because they're like multi-purpose. You can use them for bringing things to the markets, and then also using on your table to help display things. So we've been using them for a couple years now and they've worked really well. Also, I have about probably 4 more crates downstairs, but I like splitting the work equally between me and my sister, so she's gonna have to bring the rest of the crates up. I just put the octopus in the little display thing, but I wasn't able to fit them all, and I know that Fiona has some too, so I'm probably gonna have to leave some either around the table or in a bin and use them to refill. This is my leggy frog display little thing. It's gonna have a sign on it, but I just like to put them in like this and line them up. I'll show you when I'm done. Here's all the frogs in the bin. I'm gonna leave these ones out and probably just put them on the table and then just put them in the bin if it gets really empty tomorrow, because they are bigger and they take up a lot more space. Okay, it's really loud down here, but I finished organizing all my stuff upstairs. So now I'm downstairs and I'm printing off that sign for the leggy frogs. Okay, I finished printing off the sign and now it's on the leggy frog case. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm really excited for the market tomorrow. I hope everything goes really well. Everything's all ready to go. Aside from the stuff that Fiona still has to bring up, I am likely going to be making a come to the market with me and then kind of like a results video either tomorrow or the next market that I go to. So stay tuned for that video, and make sure to go check out the video that Fiona just posted today. My today, not your today. It's about what she made for this market. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And sorry if you can hear my parents in the background. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.